Hello, Professor. I'm gonna talk about first question, how Thailand perceive refugees. So Thailand has a lot of migrants from borders countries such as Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and also Malaysia. They are both legal and illegal that can affect in Thai economic. So in Thai perspective, there are both good and bad side. I'm gonna talk about the good side. Some of Thai people think that having a migrant from other country is benefit because they can hire people with less salary, with the same standard of work or have better performance. For example, many of Thai family hire Myanmar people as a housekeeper or some family hire them as a babysitter to take care of their children. In addition, immigrants able to do some job that Thai people don't want to do, such as dishwasher or server in the restaurant, because Thai people think that those jobs is very hardworking. But for immigrants, they think that if they work in Thailand, they can get higher salary than their own country, so they want to work in Thailand and send their money back to take care of their family. So you can see that immigrant is benefit to our country.
Okay, after we know the benefit of the refugees that come to our country, we know what they can do, and also, in the other hand, I will explain about what is the disadvantage when they come to our country. From what is known that some of the refugees who have migrated have contributed to the country economic by we can employing them or hire them at a lower wage or lower cost. But in the other hand, some groups of refugees choose to stay, causing an impact on the population in that country. For example, fewer people are employed in the country due to lower wage or lower cost for refugees. There's an increasing number of illegal migrants in the country, making it difficult to track with the refugees.
If you ask me what I think of Canada, I think Canada is one of the good countries that we have to go once in our life, whether it's for studying or living. Now I would pick up the good things in their culture to support my opinion. First of all, they have a good government. Their government stands for human rights and they promote Canadian values of pluralism and tolerance throughout the world. This is one of my favorites of Canada, which show that they concern about people equalities and living. Secondly, Canadians value preserving their personal space. They value personal privacy so that they won't discuss much about your salary, family life, weight, or any other personal topics. Permission is very important and needed when you want to ask them about those things. Thus, Canadians are known as the most polite, tactful, and peace-loving human beings on this world. Thirdly, Canada is a multicultural country where people from all over the world have created a community to support newcomers. Many organizations dedicate themselves to helping people in different cultures gather together, and they appreciate those who volunteer for work. They provide a good opportunity to let you meet people and add this experience to your CV. When you come to Canada, you will feel right at home. So last but not least, they have a love for environment. They have rich and bountiful resources. You can see how they appreciate nature and maintain their open spaces by following the environment-friendly policies. You will never regret visiting there because of their beautiful scenario and environment.
On the other hand, in my opinion, I think Canada doesn't have only the advantage, but Canada also have the negative side. For example, in terms of healthcare, the healthcare system in Canada has both pros and cons. It is a double-edged sword. One is praised to providing basic and necessary care at no cost to residents, but elective procedure and long-term care can have long wait time. Moreover, everything in Canada is so expensive.
when we compare to many other parts of the world. Cost of living in Canada is high, taxes are pretty steep, and rent tend to be high, especially in bigger cities like Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver. Furthermore, the government also have more power and create restriction rules to control the population too much. Canada is definitely a country with a lot of government regulation. Even small things like the amount of trans fat that can be in the restaurant meal is detected by the government. Many people consider Canadian regulation to be overreach and would prefer fewer rules to follow and less government interference in their life. So this is my point of view about Canada.
I will answer the question that what is stopped me from studying in Canada. I think the most important is culture shock. You will ask me that why is culture shock will stop me from studying at Canada. And in my opinion, when you arrive in Canada, you will find yourself surrounded by a new culture every day. Culture shock refers to the feeling people experience as they integrate into a new society. It's happened because you are cut off from familiar things and peoples, and the social network that makes you feel at home in your countries. And I have a friend that she used to tell me about culture shock in Canada. She used to stay there for 1 year, and she told me culture shock she experienced on arrival to Canada. It was something that no one warned her about. There was no guidance, and she told me there was no guidance, and she wasted a lot of time just learning direction and routes in Toronto, Canada. Because Canadian thinks foreigner can learning the direction is not hard for learn by herself, and she thinks it's more easily if people told her. I think that's fun, but a little bit shocked. And some people in Montreal, in Canada, speak French more than English, and when she go to visit, she don't know how to say except like a little simple, just bonjour. And she quite shocked, like she stay in Paris or she stay in Canada. If she be me, I think I must be shocked about it, and I think in my opinion, and it's like it can stop me from studying in Canada. And the last lesson that I'm gonna tell you is money is this important things. When you go to study abroad, you must have money a lot, and if they don't have money enough, how should I speak, right? How should I tell with someone there? And because of living in Canada quite high, so if I have no money, it's real hard to living and hard to study in Canada.